When it comes to ARK, rat holes are a key essential, so we proudly present top 3 rat holes with full base designs on ARK. Our servers OC have partnered with Dino Deluxe to create Deluxe servers. Deluxe servers is just like OC, but with better server handling and an official grind. Deluxe offers 3x harvest, lag-free servers, an in-game shop, no pay to win, 5x breeding, new player protection, 3x experience, and more. And come join Deluxe today and get up to 1 week of new player protection. And coming at number 3, this can be found on the center at 53.1 latitude and 46.9 longitude. Here it is on the map, located in Jungle's north. This little rat hole is pretty much perfect for any smaller sized tribe looking to hide. Now, while a lot of people know this rat hole, it's still a really good area based off of the terrain and what's basically like around it. So you come over here, and if there's no base in here, then you'll see all these trees that are sitting here. Now you come over to this wall and there's a little drop down, so this is the whole rat hole. So you drop down in here. I'll admit it gets a little messy in here, but it's a nice little area if you know how to build it right, which is why we kind of gave you guys a design on how to build this. But down here we have that little mess, which we're just going to cover that part up. But anyways, in here, it doesn't look like you have a lot of room for stuff, and you really don't, so everything's going to have to be really compact, and this will only work for an unofficial server. Back here you have a bunch of room. It's decently flat, good amount of room. If you're a solo, duo, or a trio tribe, this is definitely the perfect spot for you. So anyways, let's get straight onto the build. Now here is the full base design. On the outside, we decided to have a nice little turret tower compared to our last build that we did on this. We decided to just remaster the whole thing. So we have a nice, really good sized turret tower, which this does not have any 6x damage on this entire thing, which is really nice. And we put a little vault layer at the bottom so somebody can't run up and just see for it. On top we have some bear traps, and then all surrounding we have bear traps and tons of randomly placed turrets. Now for this to work, you're going to need a tech generator, but this kind of allows to just cover a lot more area to make sure that nobody can easily get up on top of the tower and blow it up and then get in, which is really nice. And then on the front entrance, we have a tech force field. The tech force field really helps a lot as you can keep it on the lowest setting and it covers the entire entrance. There's some more turrets inside of here just to make sure, you know, if it gets down, you have these turrets to help defend it a little more. Now I kind of struggled to get in because of my turret placement, but once you're in, you can drop down here, and you're going to need to use a crossbow and some grapples to get in and out. But down here, if you guys see what I mean, how we covered it up, we put a bunch of spikes on it. Spikes will really do the trick. I mean, you don't really need to put anything else on here. But we have a good amount of turrets that are just helping to kind of protect this area. See, right up there, right over there, and all over this front wall. Now we couldn't build a traditional turret wall, so we had to improvise by basically placing all the turrets on the ground. But as you can see, it kind of worked out pretty well as they're layered like a normal turret wall would be. Down here we have some heavies to make sure just in case somebody gets down there. And then here's the main entrance. A little tight, but it works. There's a grill, here's a cooker, and then you got some refrigerators, and this is built on all types of different layered foundations, so it's a little tricky if you guys can figure out how to get it exactly how I had it. But there's vaults, fabricators, and really everything that you need for a base. You get some cryo fridge, and then I allowed some empty space for like raising a little bit of some like tames and all that, but that's the full base design. And coming at number 2, this can be found on Extinction at 62.1 latitude and 47.0 longitude. Here it is on the map. Now Extinction is one of my favorite maps for rat holes, as I don't even know, there's maybe hundreds if not more, but there's a ton of rat holes, and this rat hole over here is by far one of my favorite rat holes on ARK. Now, I'm not sure if it's 6x damage or not, but whenever I built in it, it was official, and it was amazing because people would come in and try to like raid us and they'd never get in. But you have a ton of room in here, and when I mean a ton, I mean you can see it right here, you have a ton. Now, people are going to look at this and be like, how would you build in here? Because, you know, it's not flat, it's kind of curved and it goes up really high. And the answer to that is cliff platforms. So I'll show you what we mean in a second, but you have all this room, so you have enough room for an entire crafting station, dinos. You can even put a tech teleporter in here if you really wanted to. You have a little area down here too. But That is the whole area. Let's move on to the full base design. Now here is the full base design. On the exterior, we decided to not put anything to make sure if somebody doesn't know about this rat hole that they don't find out. And inside we have 4 little heavies to kind of stop any random people from running in. Over here we have bear traps, railings, and lots of turrets. Now we wanted to make sure that you could not rocket run this at all, so we kind of built it like this. Yeah, it sucks to get in and out of your base, we know, but however, it'll protect it. Now, while this turret tower isn't the biggest, you have a lot of room to really expand if you want to, or you can push it back, like, because if you look in here, I mean, I had an extra 3 layers of foundation, so it's really up to you. So in here, we have a bunch of vaults. It's your main vault storage area. You have a little turret tower in here just for some internal heavies. You got some grinders, some deady storages, and then here's your crafting station. This has everything you're going to need on it. I don't think any tribe is going to need any more unless you're a huge tribe. You have refrigerators, entire cooking area, you know, cookers, some grills. And there's some feeding troughs over there too on the side right there. And then you come down to the second layer. And the second layer over here, which if you can see is built with the foundations on the stairs. It's a little tricky, but you can figure out how to get it perfect. That is all meant for dino storage. Now you come down here and there's some mannequins. And that's just kind of some fillers, but you have an entire like hatchery area for you. Over here you have vaults, you have a cryo fridge floor, which is new to this little spot, and then your generator was back there. Now coming over here is all your personal rooms. I built this for a 6-man, but as you can clearly see, you can easily fit 2 more rooms in here, if not more. But anyways, that is the full base design. We hope you guys enjoyed. Let's go on to number 1. And coming at number 1, this can be found on Crystal Isles at 40.3 latitude and 73.6 longitude. Here it is on the map. And getting to this spot is a little tricky, so if you've never heard of this spot, basically follow what I kind of do. So you go to the island, you're going to see it's a pretty big floating island, go all the way down to the water and kind of go up like this. Now you're going to have to fly around until you find it, but there's a little tiny entrance right here in the corner that's hidden away. And once you come inside, you're entered with this decently sized room. I mean, it's a good sized room, but it's not like as big as the last one. Now, this room has some pretty cool features in it that I love, and that is, for the majority of it, it's really flat. So, you know, you don't have to worry about building stuff on different layers, and you can just put it all on one layer. This is another cool feature. You come back here, and you have to crouch to go through this back area. So if you put some heavies in or some stuff back here, it's going to be really difficult to get through there. But anyways, this is the whole area, and then you have a little top area up here too. But this is the whole area. Let's move on to the base design. Now here is the full base design. We decided to put some bear traps all along this whole area. Then we had some pillars here to put about 5 heavies down. Behind this is a whole nother layer of heavies. Behind that is another layer of heavies. Now you have the main turret wall sitting right here, which consists of tech turrets and heavy turrets. Now this is a different kind of design for a turret wall, as it's more of 3 different sides. So I decided to do something a little different, but if you guys watched one of my older videos, this was actually from one of the older videos, but since you guys enjoyed that video so much, we had to throw it into here. Now coming through here, you can get inside of the turret wall. This basically allows you to access any little areas that you need to, but the main area that I have is this spot up here. The spot up here is a great sniping area for if you're getting like raided or anything, so you can do base defense easily without having to worry about anybody seeing you. Now over here you can also access a lot of the turrets, which I love a lot. So if you're getting raided, you know, you can't do /fill like on some of the unofficial servers, so you can go up there and manually fill the turrets. Now coming through the last little honeycomb, you're greeted to the first part of the base, where you have a tech transmitter, some incubators, and then the entire base. And yeah, I know this looks like a mess, but we had to fit everything in here. So you have your refrigerators, your grills, cookers, another little fridge over there. And then over here, you have your main vault wall. It's not a huge vault wall, but you can extend to it if you'd like. You have mannequins, there's a wraparound smithy design, all your indie forges, chem benches, some more smithies back here, some more vaults, and a cryo fridge area. There's some heavies that are defending it, and then over here, you have your grinders, fabricators, and replicators. Now, coming up here is a nice little personal room add-on that I put on here. It's more of a log out personal area, kind of, for the tribe to be, so you guys can log out, you know, here's some personal vaults. Then there's some personal cryo refrigerators over here in the corner, but that's all hidden behind a trapdoor, so a lot of people usually really aren't going to see that. Now coming over here, behind the transmitter, this is going to be where your main generator is and all that. And over here, as you can see, we put some heavies and then put some vaults and some cryo refrigerators back here as another little log out area for you guys to be. Or this is where you can put all your really good loot. But that's it for today's video. We hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.